Ayo, it's Mitch. Today we're looking at a model kit that gets me hungry for some. The Zaku is a classic mecha from the titular Mobile Suit Gundam franchise. Over the past 40 years, the Zaku has received some drastic updates, ranging from slightly different to a complete design overhaul. The Zaku design is just an open canvas to do whatever you want with it, including this. The Zaku II Kai, however, from the 80s OVA Gundam 0080 Born the Pocket, is not a very extreme design change, but it is my personal favorite Zaku for several reasons. We'll get to them later because I've got a model kit to review, and afterwards I'm just gonna
cry in the corner again.
Who the hell gives a damn? The sculpting on the Zaku II Kai is simple, but solid. This is a high-grade kit from the mid-2000s, so there's nothing mind-blowing. There's also not many things to panel line, but there are some things that need to be painted. The hell's wrong with you, Bandai? I went over a lot of the exhausts and thrusters with some red marker. It's not the best paint job, it does look unclean, yeah, but I did my best. Besides, I can just get some marker remover, remove all that red, and go over it again in another red marker. Just do it again, but not as crappy. Speaking of doing it over again, Kai actually means modified, which contrasts this design well with the Zakus of the past, which is important because it looks and feels upgraded to the classic cannon fodder unit. And believe me when I say the old Zaku II high grade is kinda garbage. Speaking of
Garbage.
the eye can't move. It's just a red sticker, and without the eye moving, the expressiveness is kinda lost. I mean, if it did have some eye movement, it would help
out that depth glare a little bit, yeah?
You also get a Xeon symbol sticker along with the eye, but screw stickers, I don't have the time to apply this garbage. Let's get to some positives though. Accessories! You get an alternate headpiece, which the head basically confirms that this is just a Space Nazi suit, and it looks pretty good. Anyways, you get this 90mm machine gun that can just go into his trigger finger hand, but I was a bit of a bitch and broke the trigger finger. Oh well, I fused it with super glue. Happy thoughts? Happy thoughts. Either way, the gun is just a piece of gray plastic. You also get this wide open hand. This just cradles the machine gun after you swap out the hands. And that looks scary. I'm genuinely terrified of a model kit. You also get a pack of grenades on the side, and they're gonna do a boatload of nothing. My favorite weapon of this set is the Heat Hawk. The Heat Hawk can clip into the back and can go into this holding hand. Big problem being, there's only 3 kinds of hands and you don't even get any extras for the other side. Looking at you, Bandai, you hacks! Now with this Heat Hawk in the holding hand, and one arm taken off, you can cleanly replicate the source of my sadness. You see, in Gundam 0080, one of the several Zaku II Kais is piloted by my favorite pilot in the entire franchise. The one, the only, Bernie Wiseman, voiced by David Hayter, famous for Metal Gear. Fun fact. At the end of the show, the Zaku II Kai goes against the Gundam Alex, and I'm not spoiling anything just yet, just go watch 0080, you'll have a good reason for being completely depressed. It's a very obscure OVA, and it deserves your attention. War tragedies aside, the Zaku II Kai can pull off a decent amount of poses. We've got ball joint at the head with barely any other movement besides looking side to side. Some rotation at the arm, can move up and down, barely existing butterfly joint. The left shoulder pad moves up and down with the arm, and the right one has a hinge joint and a swivel. Rotation at the upper arm, okay bend at the elbow, and a ball joint at the hand. And at the waist, you have a swivel and nothing else. Just nothing. The skirt is segmented into 5 different hinges. That allows for the kick and the splits. Double bend at the knee, that would be cool if the hose just didn't lock it in place. Feet move up and down and you get a pivot. Overall, the poseability is okay. It's definitely lacking in some places, especially the head and the waist. Luckily, the joints are solid, so you're not going to have a hard time posing this. With these joints, you can miserably recreate what happened in episode 6. Now you see, Gundam 0080 does a great job at giving the viewer the perspective of somebody who just doesn't even care about the war. Al, a civilian, befriends Bernie when his team, Cyclops team, crashes on Al's colony. Al only cares about zippy space robot battles, pew pew, bang bang. Al only realizes the true hells of war when Bernie goes against the Gundam Alex. It does not end well at all. Al realizes, from a pre-recorded message from Bernie, that even though people are fighting for their own reasons, the true antagonist of the show is just the faceless war. It's a shame that most modern Gundam series haven't been able to get across this message to the viewer. Other than Iron-Blooded Orphans though, that was awesome! Watch 0080, watch the entire Universal Century, watch all of Gundam and beyond, and most likely, you're gonna get an experience that not only entertains you, but teaches you a lesson about war. Was that like a college essay or something? I don't know, I'm not really good with public speaking.
Wait, this is on YouTube?
Let's get some size comparisons. Mega Man D-Art Zero, High Grade Gundam Astaroth Origin, and Transformers Masterpiece Shockwave. Overall, this figure is PTSD-inducing, but good. I recommend this to every 0080 fan, and considering the cheap price, you can build an army of fast food fatalities. Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, consider hitting the subscribe button. Tune in next time as I take a look at Masterpiece Shockwave, the logical choice for a next review. Either way, I'll see you next time.